friends. Your favorite besties are back for another episode of No Ma'am. I'm Will, and I'm joined by my podcast co-host in chaos.
Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single episode of No Ma'am.
All right, friends, today we are recapping Drag Race Brazil, Season 2, Episodes 6 and 7. That's right, it is the ball, and it's also Lalaparuza. But before we get into that, make sure to subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com/nomaampodcast. It is only $5, and your support means everything to us so that we can continue to make videos like this. So again, patreon.com/nomaampodcast. Subscription is only $5. Join and you'll get exclusive content. You'll be able to have early access to the videos that you see on YouTube before they're actually debuted on YouTube. And you may just get some, not safe for work episodes by myself and Jawani. Mostly Jawani because he is a big greedy bottom. So, just say.
Says the selfish top.
That is true. I am a selfish shop. He's not lying. Okay, but I know you've missed us, but we just needed to take a break last week to actually get some work done. Last week I had a really busy schedule, and then Giovanni had a really busy schedule. So it was just good to just obviously just decompress and then come back, refresh, watch all the episodes. So if you're listening to this on Apple, Spotify, or any of those podcasting platforms, make sure you head over to YouTube so that you can see the visuals because we will be sharing the screen to get into the looks. Now, I know that I said that episode 6 is the ball challenge, and so that is 3 looks for every queen. And no, I know what you're thinking. Oh my God, they're going to go through all those looks, and we're not. We're going to go through the package as a whole. It just makes it easier for us and also makes it easier for you so that you're not sitting here all damn day watching us talk about yes ma'am, no ma'am to the Brazilian girlies.
Or in some cases, no fucking ma'am.
Listen, but we're going to get into that. Okay. So, up first in the ball, we have Ruby Knox. What did you think?
Overall, for me, I like 2 of these looks a lot. One of them, the white one, which I think was supposed to be for the candy runway. I didn't really get candy from it, honestly. I'm sure that it's probably referencing a candy that I never seen before in my life, and that's why I probably didn't get it. But it wasn't really giving me that. It was giving me more of like wedding vibes. I think it's a great look. I just don't think it quite fit the theme. The middle one, I was just like, does not give me food to me at all. I think she said it was like rice and beans. I'm like, where? And for the last look, I enjoy it. It's cute. So overall, for me, it's a meh. No. Yeah. No. Yes, it's a meh.
Are you sure?
No. Okay. Soft ma'am. Soft ma'am. Very soft ma'am.
Okay. I gave this a meh because I just wasn't inspired by the first or the second look. I thought the third look is what she made in the workroom. I thought that was much better than the first two. I didn't get candy from the first dress. I thought the first dress looked like a wedding dress. The second look, I think she either said rice and beans or maybe like mussels or something, but their hands are like something. And I just didn't get it. And I was like, Ruby Knox, I expect more from you. But the third look was great. So that's why she gets the meh.
I enjoyed the first and last. It didn't fit the theme, but I enjoyed it. Anyway,
All right.
next queen.
Next up, we have Melody Queen. What did you think?
Meh. Honestly, the only look of hers that I really enjoyed was the ice cream cone. I thought that was really campy, really funny. I love the silhouette. I thought that was really fun. The other two, no.
Yeah, I gave Melody Queen a meh as well. The ice cream look, loved it. Thought it was great. The second look, no, was bad. I don't know, maybe it was a hot dog. It looked really arts and craft. And then speaking of arts and craft, you have that third look. That third look was bad.
I don't think it was horrible, but I don't like it.
You know what I have a problem with? And this is no shade to Melody Queen because I think she's an amazing queen. But I have a problem with girls who come on Drag Race and do not know how to sew.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we say this every season. Uh, but she
You
was
know,
struggling.
like, she cried, and I felt so bad for her that she had a breakdown because she was like, she just could not do it.
Listen, yeah, no, like if you know you're going on Drag Race, you need to at least take like 2 sewing lessons to at least know how to thread the machine and how to put 2 pieces of fabric together. And maybe how to make like 2 simple dresses that you could like hot glue shit to.
I'm telling you, I don't know. I just one of my biggest pet peeves, especially as a viewer watching the show, is to still have seasons and seasons of Drag Race and queens do not know how to sew. You don't have to be a seamstress like Trinity the Tuck or Manny Moobs, shout out to y'all, but like at least know how to make a simple circle skirt or like a slip dress, but something very
Bodysuit,
simple.
like yeah, that like something simple that you could just hand sew shit to, or glue shit onto. Like yeah, there's really is no excuse at this point.
Next up, speaking of a bitch that knows how to sew and sews down, we have Adora Black. What did you think?
I think overall this whole package was an over. I think all of these looks were grand and they were all different. Silhouette for two of them were kind of similar, but I think they still look great. I love how completely different they all were. And she sold every single one of them. But my favorite by far was the chocolate look. I thought that was amazing.
Wow, I give this a yes, ma'am. Only because I think the first and the third look, amazing. There is something about that second look that I feel is a little cheap. And that's when I was like, no. I was like, damn it, Adora. Like, why? Because apparently that was supposed to be chicken, like
Chicken,
baked
yeah.
chicken and lettuce.
I didn't really get the whole lettuce part, but I like so she was the only one that the chicken look this episode, but I liked hers better because I thought it was more drag.
True. True, true. And then the one that she made in the workroom,
That was amazing.
baby, that blue and orange look. Oh my God. Adora, just take it. Just take it. Take it.
It was
She's
so
a
good.
seamstress.
Yeah.
She's a designer. It's so good. Okay. Then we have Poseidon Drag. What did you think?
No, ma'am. Overall, no. I really did not like the candy look. For me, I think it was just maybe the fabric choices, the way it, like ended up, like parts of it ended up sticking out, like specifically that white portion that's kind of like a drip. I really didn't like that. The lobster, crab, whatever it is, felt just a little bit too costly for me. And then the last look is just like very simple, very basic, nothing to write home about.
Oh my God. I give Poseidon Drag a soft ma'am for the lobster look. I really enjoyed the lobster look. I thought that was her best look.
And that's saying something.
That was the best one.
I just felt like I don't know, it just felt too costly for me. Like why does she have a crab as a headpiece, but then the claws, like shouldn't the claws be on the headpiece? That's just me being nitpicky, I think, but that made no sense for me.
Not you coming for her lobster crab.
I don't even know what it's supposed to be, honestly. Lobster, crab, brooch, like the
Listen,
other crab,
listen, let her be non binary. She doesn't have to, let her be the non binary of the arthropods, okay?
a non-binary
Like,
shellfish.
come on. Yes. You over there trying to put her in a binary. She could be a lobster, she could be a crab, she could be both.
I mean, I'm sure that would taste delicious. Ooh, now I want a lobster crab hybrid.
Oh my God.
Could you imagine?
Like a turducken? Yes,
Yeah, no,
yes.
no,
Yeah,
no,
can
because a
you imagine?
turducken is like a turkey inside of a duck, or a chicken inside of a duck inside of a turkey. No, I want like a lobster crab hybrid. Like they had a baby together. Bet that would taste so good. With some butter? Yes, please.
Okay. On that note, let's move on to Does It Hit Back because that was an interesting conversation. What did you think of Desi Hay?
No, just no. Look at that first look. I don't need to explain myself.
Yes, I also gave Desi Hay a no ma'am as well. I thought this was probably the worst package out of the whole entire episode. And there's no shade to her. I think she's a great queen. This just it was a letdown. And I was like,
Yeah,
wow. Like I expected more from Desi Hay. And then she gave us this. And I was like, damn. But she tried.
I didn't. At least not for like a ball challenge. If it was like a comedy challenge or a performance challenge, yes. For a runway challenge, I was like, I did not expect a lot from her. And that's not, oh, that is really shady. But, you know, every queen has strengths and weaknesses. I never thought she was going to be the winner of this week.
Yeah. It was bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Next we have Belky. What did you think?
Meh. Honestly, I really do not like that second look. Like it looks really cheap to me. I don't like the color. I don't like the fabric. It just no. I like the silhouette, but I think what really ruined it for me was like having that like lettuce and tomato like printed onto the fabric. It just really took me out, and for me, it cheapened the look. The first look, it's cute. It doesn't really scream caramel apple to me, honestly. Maybe if like the silhouette was rounder or slightly different, it would have. And I actually enjoyed the last look, and that's the reason it's a meh and a no, not a no ma'am. I love the fabric. I love the silhouette. I love everything about that last look.
I liked the first look and the last look, like you said. The second look, I went you. I didn't like the second look. I was like, it's very cheap. The lettuce and tomato did look cheap, but because the first look and the last look was good, I gave it a soft ma'am. It teetered almost to a meh because of that second look, but because I really enjoyed the last look, I gave it a soft. Then we have Melina Blay. What did you think?
For me, this is another meh. I think they're cute, and I like how different all the looks are. I just wasn't a huge fan of them, especially that second look. Which, by the way, I think we had the orders. I think technically they were all the other way around. So I know we're saying like the second look, but I think the second look was technically the first look. But I don't know. I really did not like the eggs, whatever it was supposed to be. What was it? The eggs with quinoa. I appreciate what you try to do. The candy look,
Mm-hmm.
I think it kind of swallowed her up a little bit. Again, I appreciate the idea. And then the last look, I think it was pretty well made. It was well constructed. It's a cute look, but to me, it was nothing like wow, amazing.
Yeah, I gave this a meh. The only look I liked was the last look, was the one she made in the
Hmm.
workroom because she was like watermelon, I think it was the flavor she got. That's the only one I liked. I didn't like the Swiss roll, and I don't like that rice with quinoa. I'm like, who puts quinoa with rice? I thought they were like the same thing.
It wasn't. It was quinoa with eggs.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so we find out that the winner of episode 6 is none other than Adora Black, which makes her the technical frontrunner of the season because she wins 2 of the design challenges. She is fierce competition when it
Hmm.
comes to a sewing machine.
Yep. Unfortunately, not much further than that. Because
Ooh,
that
and
snatch game.
spoiler,
No, but I mean the snatch
spoiler,
game.
yes.
That's ooh,
She's not the funniest queen. So we're not going to her for comedy, but we are going to her for like her sewing skills.
yeah. But
But
speaking of somebody who we go to comedy for, the Eliminated Queen.
yes, the eliminated queen of episode 6 is Desiree Beck. Now, the funny thing about this episode is that the double save, because remember we talked about this. I was
Yeah.
like, well, the producers is not going to, sit like waste a double save on 2 queens. It's not going to make it far. And
Hmm.
then exactly what happened is they put those 2 queens back in the bottom, and Melody Queen eliminated her.
And
Which I was like, I did not expect that.
and is that not what I said? Like when I referenced, I was like, they did it in the UK. They put the twins in the bottom, saved them both, and put them in the bottom again, and got rid of one of them. And you're like, no, that's not going to happen.
I didn't because of the way the production was like putting all their eggs in the basket for Desi Hay. So I was like, maybe she's gonna stay to the final, right? They're like making her into getting her the villain edit, and they're doing all this, spending so much time giving her like confessionals and all of this stuff, and then to eliminate her, I was like, wow.
Yeah. Honestly, I was kind of waiting for them to like save her again, but I think that would have been ridiculous. Like two double saves.
But that was episode 6. Now, episode 7 is the Lalaparuza, and honestly, I have thoughts on the Lalaparuza.
Hmm.
Why did they sing RuPaul songs?
You know, Rue loves making them sing her songs in these international Laparuzas. I don't know why, but they need to start saying no to her.
Like, I'm confused because and it's no shade to the Brazilian girlies because I think they did their best, but it
But
felt like some of them didn't know those words.
some of them, most of them, girl, most of them were like hair flipping or turning around, trying to like cover their mouths. You could tell they didn't know the words, but like it's in a different language. Personally, they probably don't listen. Let's be honest, like the American queens barely know Rue songs. How are you gonna expect the international girlies to know them? I think they should have
Yeah,
been Brazilian songs.
they should have. That's what I was expecting. And honestly, I was expecting a winner from the Lollapalooza. I wasn't expecting a
Yeah.
loser from the Lollapalooza.
Well, I was expecting both. Like, maybe like a
Oh
lip sync
yeah,
for
that's
the like a lip sync for the win at the
yeah,
end and still eliminate someone, but not having a winner for a content felt kind of weird, honestly.
yeah. And then I was like, this is so interesting Lollapalooza. Obviously, we know that anytime you have a Lollapalooza, someone's going home. Like, we know that. But I was expecting like a winner from the Lollapalooza because we also have the queen who normally wins that type of competition, right? Like, or
Hmm.
that type of episode. And so the fact that they didn't, and I was like, okay. So I thought they was going to do multiple rounds, right? So they had, so when Melina Blay, when Poseidon Drag, and also Melody Queen, when they were safe, I was like, okay, cool. So whoever is going to come back, they're going to come back and do like, okay, you have to go against her and you have to go against her. But it didn't. It just happened to be, they come back and now the bottom is Belkey, Adora Black, and Ruby Knox. And the safe queens have to choose which one of the bottom queens they're going to save from elimination.
That was a gag. I was like, what? They're making them choose? I thought that was interesting. But yeah, no, it just honestly did feel weird not having a winner.
Yeah. And then, right, they chose Belkey because Belkey was sick. And I was like,
I
okay.
kind of respect that because like who was it? I think it was Adora who announced who they picked, and she was like, we want to make sure if you're gonna fight for your life, you have the best chance possible, and you're at your strongest. So if you're not there, then I don't think you should do that. So I kind of respect that, but like competition, like I'm sorry, but like I mean, I would have saved Adora because I love Adora.
Yeah, right. Like, honestly, I would have probably. No, I wouldn't have saved Adora. I would have saved Ruby Knox because Adora had the better track record. So therefore, let's put a front runner in the bottom and have her eliminate Belkey. Like, that's what I would have thought, right? Like, okay, now we got to put her track record back in the bottom. But
Okay.
Ruby Knox wasn't in the bottom. Right, so like this is what like her maybe her first time being in the bottom. Adora has been in the bottom before, so you could put Adora in the bottom even though she had 2 wins. But Ruby Knox wasn't in the bottom before. This is her first time, so you could save her
Hmm.
because okay,
Okay.
one episode she didn't do that great, save her, and then have Adora take Belkey out. That's what I would have thought. Because at that point, that's the first time Belkey was in the bottom because Belkey has been safe this whole entire season.
Yeah. No,
With that
didn't.
one with the one win that she had the one win, the episode that we loved, right? In which she
Yeah.
came out of her shell. But prior to that, she's been safe.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think I said it even in that episode. That was the moment I really like started paying attention to her because before that I was just like, but I fell in love with her that episode.
Right.
Yeah,
I would have been like confused. And then, oh, maybe if I was Melody Queen, I probably would have saved Adora because obviously, 2 brown skinned girls in the season would have been really great. Like, let's do it. Let's do it for the people of
Mhm.
color. Let's do it for the dark skinned ones. Like, I would have been like, okay, great, let's do that. But she didn't. And I was like, but I thought her, Desi Haybeck, and Adora Black had a really great relationship. So I was confused as to why she didn't stick up for Adora.
Yeah. I don't know. I would have, like I said, I love Adora. She was my favorite of the bottom three. I would have saved her. I would have saved Adora. But they always. I feel like in the Lollapalooza, they always get rid of somebody who's not the worst lip syncer. Like that always ends up happening. Because I think
Yeah,
if
I mean,
I
maybe, or
I think if Belky was in the bottom, she would have gotten home.
yeah. They may just be saving Belky for some reason. I don't know what it is. I honestly don't know. And I guess Adora's storyline is over, I
Yeah,
assume.
I guess I could have seen her in the finale, honestly, but alas, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, maybe no more design challenges, probably. And so therefore
Yeah,
there's no
they're
need
like,
for somebody to
yeah,
like dominate the design challenge because no one else is winning a design challenge if Adora's is on the season.
yeah, no, fully, no, no
Like,
way.
no, we're just gonna continue seeing Melody Queen like suffer, but I think that's just great for television. But like, poor thing, like they're just traumatizing her,
I was about to say,
but
leave
at
that
the same
poor
time,
girl
it's
and her
like,
trauma
girl,
alone.
yeah. So we get to see that, but I'm like, girl, but yeah. So we have that, but can we talk about the lip sync between Melody Queen and Ruby Knox to "Sissy That Walk"? Was it "Sissy That Walk"? Yes.
No,
Tell me that.
Oh no,
I think
Melody
it was "Sissy
Queen
That
and
Walk"
who? Melody Queen and
and
who?
Ruby Knox. Ruby Knox.
No, Sissy That Walk was the final one, wasn't it? Yeah,
Yes, yes,
Sissy
yes,
That Walk
yes.
was the final
So
one.
what did
Yes,
so they
was
had
it
I'm a Winner
Mira?
Baby? Somebody had I'm a Winner Baby. But
What was the last one?
I don't know. Right. Exactly. But the lip sync with Melody Queen and Ruby Knox, it was giving top two. It was giving finale two.
Yeah, I could see that. I think that was the best lip sync of the night.
It
They
was.
were hungry. They were hungry. Neither of them want to lose that lip sync. I'm trying to remember
No.
which song it
But
was.
Ruby Knox didn't know the words though. So I don't know, but Ruby Knox in other words.
Yeah, but also even in the final lip sync, like Ruby Knox looked very sexy, and like the way she was like slowly taking things off, like kind of burlesque-ish, I thought was really nice. And then you just have Adora in the back, just like, oh, ooh, girl, you about to give yourself like a seizure or something.
Okay, can we talk about the final lip sync? Because what we're not going to do is we're not going to give credit to that crunchy ass wig reveal that Ruby Knox went into with that boy wig.
Okay,
We're not
that
going
was
to do
crunchy,
that
but I liked
because
everything
I'm
else.
sorry. If you're gonna have a pussycat wig, don't do it. don't don't do it.
I liked
It was crunchy.
it. Was no, the wig reveal was crunchy, but the way she was taking off the rest of her clothes, I think she did really well. Like, and then she ended up in just like her
Okay,
underwear, I think, and
right.
like the titty tassels. But yeah, the wig
Yes,
reveal.
and that crunchy boy wig. Listen. If you're gonna do a pussycat wig, y'all need to take pointers from Monet Exchange. That's how you do a reveal into another pussycat wig, okay? Like, All Stars 4 finale lip sync between her and Trinity the Tuck. Listen, that was a into another pussycat wig. That is how you do it. No other queen has been able to do it since. And so y'all need to get pointers from Monet Exchange if you're gonna do that. Because otherwise, these little dusty pussycat wigs is not cute. Like, not okay. But okay, we see that the front runner, Adora Black, she gets eliminated in the Lalaparuza episode of episode 7. So, who's winning?
I think is gonna be Melody. Yeah, Melody or Ruby. I think those are the top two right there.
I agree with you. I just have to see how the rest of the season plays out to see if Melody Queen is going to come back from this or or Ruby Knox is going to just be like blow everybody out the water. Honestly, like no shade to Poseidon Drag, but I did not see her making it this far, which was something
No, me
I'm
neither.
like confused. I didn't think that she was going to do this well.
Yeah, no, it's no shade to her, but like no, just from the first two episodes, I did not think so. I yeah, thought she was gonna be an early out, honestly. But I'm glad she's made it this far.
I think she brings some comedic relief to the show. I also like Melina Blay. I'm expecting her to do really well. I don't see her winning, maybe top 4, top 3. And then Belky, maybe top 4?
Yeah,
Because Poseidon Drag is giving me like 6. She's giving me like either 5th or 6th place.
well,
Or
fifth,
is this?
because
I can't count.
I think it's fifth, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, because six was just Adora.
yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah.
fifth.
So she's giving me 5th place. Like we always remember the 5th place queen. She's not giving me top 4, but she's giving me top 5.
If they put okay, I can see that. Yeah, I could also honestly kind of see her
Yeah,
getting
because
by
that will
into the
leave
finale.
Belky, Melina.
I don't know. I
I
see.
don't know because that means either Belky or Melina Blay would have to be eliminated.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't believe we're at the top five already.
I don't see. I know it went by really fast. It was surely did. Yep. I mean, France is at the finale.
I know. I was like, ooh, already?
France is at the finale. So, speaking of France, that make sure you go over and watch our Drag Race France All Stars episodes 6 and 7. It's a lot of episodes, guys. Make sure you go watch that review as well. So head over to that episode. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a single episode